Three, two, one. You are now live.
And thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
You can go winning a Super Bowl to be the first team to win.
This guy was good.
How long have you worked in the radio industry? What up, what up, what up? It is your boy, Call Me Crazy, also known as Kobe Nasir Wallace, and I am back. Of course, I'm fucking back again with another episode of the Crazy Talk podcast. And I have heard your cries. I have heard what it is y'all want from me, and y'all want shit to get a little bit more messy. The ladies have been DMing me asking, can we get some different perspectives? Can we get some different topics? You know, they love football, but they don't love it to talk about it all damn day. And I get you, and I got you. So tonight, I have a very special episode. Tonight, we are not going to talk sports. We're not going to talk politics. We're not going to talk society, really. We are going to get into everything that has been blowing up on the blogs, everything that has been in the tabloids, and really the talk of the town in all the different towns there is. Okay, and of course, can't do a Crazy Talk episode without the newly official, the newly official co-host of the Crazy Talk podcast, my boy Noah Tip.
Bro, always give me a fire intro. I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it.
Couldn't do it no other way, Tip.
I appreciate it, bro.
They said, and tonight we are not alone. It's not just me and you tonight, Tip. They said tonight they probably thought we was going to see Cy again. It's been a nice week of football games. The NFL has been on fire, and we will get to the NFL a little bit later this week. But tonight, I have a very special guest, someone I have known for a very, 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 very long time. And through that time, we have gotten so close, and we've had so many different conversations that I said, you need to be on the podcast. Everyone needs to hear your opinions and your outlook, because unlike a lot of women out there, and yes, she is a woman. She is a grown woman. She got her own shit. IDEPENDENT, independent. My very, very good friend. I want y'all to welcome her to the Crazy Talk podcast. I call her Mickey, but her name is Michelle. They said I do great with intros, don't I?
You definitely do. Thank you. Hi.
They said, welcome to the Crazy Talk podcast. They said,
Thank you.
Are you
for
nervous?
Having me. I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing.
And you know, from you, that means a lot. That means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They said, but tonight, I really don't want to hear how proud you are of me. They said, tonight, I want to hear your opinions. And I want to hear the unfiltered opinions on some of these topics we have, guys. They said, because the blogs have been buzzing. They have been buzzing left and right. And the most recent thing, Tip, you literally just sent me this 5-10 minutes before we started recording. The Young Boy Tour is getting out of control. They said, do you guys think it's out of control, or is he setting a historic trend of concerts right now? I mean, there's no one's dying. No one's like getting, well, someone is getting hurt. Someone is getting hurt, because the latest that has happened on the last stop of the NBA Youngboy Tour in New Jersey. Tip, what city in New Jersey was this in?
It's in Newark, New Jersey, the Brick City.
This was Newark, New Jersey. we already know how that goes. So after, I believe it was after Tip, you take this away because this you sent me this, so I want them to get the real full scope of what happened. And then we'll talk.
So from what I seen, nothing's really necessarily confirmed, but from what I seen, there was this influencer from Jersey.
Okay.
I believe it goes by name 145th. Well, I do see him here and there, like little Jersey post him whatnot, little Jersey share room and shit. But apparently from what I heard, he was saying free Dirk throughout the concert. So one of Youngboy's peoples was like, "Oh, word, watch this." They get this nigga like a wristband to go backstage to go ahead and meet Youngboy. And from what I seen from the videos, they put straight beats on my man. It's like straight beats. They ain't shoot him, they ain't stab him, but they did whip his ass. And he got jumped.
All hand work.
I mean, I don't respect the jumping, but I respect that. Don't pick up a gun. I ain't trying to see nobody get killed. You feel me?
Okay, so has it been confirmed that these were Youngboy affiliates? From the video,
sure.
Okay, when you sent me the video from the video, it looked as though these were Youngboy affiliates. We all three of us do know, Michelle, you kind of know as well, the kind of the scope of the beef between Youngboy and Dirk. There's no need to reiterate that. We've all been around for the last 4 years. We know what's been going on. So we know how problematic it is to say free Dirk at a Youngboy concert. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. We know that we all know that is problematic. So do you think this is a shock jock situation? I want to start with you, Mickey. Do you think this is a shock value situation? Do you think that, of course, this man went out there knowing that saying Dirk in any capacity was going to get them riled up, and he got the reaction that he was looking for? Or how do you look at it?
100%. Either that or just like attention. Some people crave just attention, period. So
yeah,
he probably, because some people are mental.
Yeah.
So it could be one of them situations too. Like maybe he wasn't looking for attention.
Right.
Maybe he's just a little
off in the head, and he thought it was okay for him to say free Dirk at a Youngboy concert.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like people that do that are off in the head because that happens.
Yeah.
Like this is not the first time something like that has happened at someone's concert.
Yeah. Tip, what do you think? You think this was a shock value situation?
From what I see, I mean, it's just like you know, time and place, bro. Like TP, like you don't need to do all that. Like it's like, bro, like you just like you come on, like the type of vibe is like the music that's being said. Like it's not the environment to just like troll or joke around like that. Like it's all fun and games, but like people really love this man, bro. Like real rap. Like I never seen this much love for a drill artist since probably Keith. Like that's the only person I can even compare this to. Like niggas is really like,
I love it. I love it.
They love Youngboy. Like you gotta like they really love this nigga. Like,
and I will be in the building this Friday night. They said I will be in the building. Wells Fargo. They said, Youngboy, I have been waiting so long, but finally at last we meet. Finally at last we meet, and that kind of brings me to the next topic because, like we talked about last episode, Tip. We saw videos of young boys just storming the floor, not having no tickets to the floor. They're just storming the floor trying to get a better view. They're just pushing people out of their seats, fighting with people, fighting with security guards, fighting with the venue people. This is really out of control. And is this because Youngboy is the leader of the new school, as they say? Does he have a lock on Gen Z and Gen Alpha? Now, the difference between Gen Z and Gen Alpha, because I want people to be clear, and it is not debatable. Hashtag debatable. Go hashtag debatable, okay? They said the age gaps are as follows. Baby boomers are from 1946 to 1964. They said, so most of y'all's grandparents are probably baby boomers. They said Generation X is from 1965 to 1980. They said millennials then starts at 1981 to 1996. And then we have the Generation Z, which is from 1997 to 2012. Therefore, after you have Generation Alpha, born between 2010 and 2013 to 2025. So let's be very clear when we are talking about who Gen Z and Gen Alpha are. Do I think Gen Z is out of control? Not really. I don't think it's any worse than the generations that came before us, correct? Because I am 22 years old, so I would be considered Gen Z. I was born in 2003, right? Is Gen Alpha out of control? Yeah, I think they are. I think it's safe to say Gen Alpha is out of control. And what that stems from, I don't know, but I want to get y'all's take on this. Do y'all think Gen Z and Gen Alpha are cooked, or is it just Gen Alpha? Where y'all falling on this kind of totem pole? I'll start with you, Tip.
I think it's a cutoff with Gen Z. Okay. I feel like it's not all of us. Now, is there some of us? Yes, for sure. But I want to say you said start from like 96, 97, that 97 to start for us?
Yeah.
So from 97 till about, I'm going to be generous and give 05, that cutoff.
Okay,
to where like,
I agree.
We low-key got some sense because we wasn't on the phones the whole time. Like we had that like, it kind of, by the time phones and social media really ticked off, we was probably like, what? Called like middle school, when it really popped off,
social
like
media and all
everyone
that
got it.
Off. Yeah.
I mean, niggas had Facebook, but I'm talking about Instagram, Snapchat, all that shit. Like by the time that really blew up, I was in middle school, so like I kind of had a childhood without knowing what social media was. Like, I was just outside doing whatever. Now it's different. The media is out there. Like it's just you grow up with it. Like this generation that don't know without life without an iPad. Like literally.
So that's what you think is kind of the main factor of that, is the fact that Gen Alpha is in the latent part of Gen Z as curated, and they have been raised throughout the media. You think that's a big factor in it? Michelle, I seen you, and see, y'all got me calling her Michelle because this is proper and all that, but I want to call her Mickey so bad.
You don't call me
Mickey.
Michelle.
They said I don't call her Michelle ever. Mickey, they said, what do you think? Do you think Gen Z and Gen Alpha are cooked? Do you think that is due, like Tip said, is it due to kind of the more media-centered world, or is it just a lack of discipline?
I agree with Tip. I think there's a cutoff because I don't associate myself with Gen Z. I think I'm very millennial.
Okay.
There's a lot of iPad babies, like he said. These kids don't know life without a tablet, a TV, a phone. When we was growing up, we were outside still, you know?
Yeah.
Well, at least I was. When we was outside, we was playing. So we know what that life is about. But me and my baby boomer grandmother just had this conversation, and she was telling me about her experience. First of all, she got married at 22 years old. Married.
Right.
In her mother's house.
I couldn't
God
imagine.
rest my grandmother's soul. She was passed away.
Yeah.
In her house. She was living in New York. So they flew, her and her husband, my grandfather, flew from Philly to Georgia to get married. Okay?
Right.
So that was that. I was like, first of all, you would die if I got married right now. Because I'm 22.
Yeah, right.
You would die if I got married right now. So that was one thing. Then her friend or her cousin, around the same age, around this time, was dating somebody, flew all the way. He was in the Army or Navy, one of them. Flew all the way to Germany because that's where he was stationed. Her first plane ride ever at 20. Flew all the way to Germany to go see him. Had a baby out there. And
just
didn't come back until she felt like
just having a whole full-grown life at what seems like today a real full adult life, only at the age of 20, 22.
20 and 22. I said, you would literally die if I met a man and I said, I'm flying across the country, someplace I've never been before. I'll see y'all when I get back. What?
Right. So you think
but we're bad. We're bad. Gen Z is bad.
Okay, I see your point there.
I don't think any Gen Zers are doing that.
I see your point there. I
don't even think the Alphas doing it. The Alphas might be doing that.
They might be doing it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they're work in progress.
Yeah, they are definitely a work in progress. They are definitely, but that was actually a very great point, Mickey. Like that, you going all the way back, they say that the generations get worse as they go on, but it seems to me that we are evolving in some way because people were like in these lifelong marriages at very young ages. And whether or not that was more conducive to society, that's not what we're here to debate. But we are simply saying not everything is just bad because of, you know, the state of violence. That doesn't determine a whole generation's kind of behavior, right? So that was actually, I'm glad you told that story. That was actually very enlightening, and that's what I want that the Crazy Talk podcast to be about. This is about having our personal experiences and kind of debating them with real world situations. This truth bomb for that. They said, and I think I kind of pressed the truth bomb at the wrong time, because the next topic is the crazy HBCU bomb threats that have been going on today. And I don't know, was that exclusive to HBCUs, Tip? Did any other?
Because Towson got hit. Towson's not HBCU.
Okay, Towson. Okay, so then this was not just.
They got a lot of black. They got a lot of niggas in that shit, though.
But they have a lot of black people there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the bomb fest went off. I want to read you guys some of the alerts that I was getting firsthand, because I am a Delaware State alumni, and they haven't taken me off the call list yet. I don't know why that is.
I'm still on it.
Yeah, they said I'm not sure why that is, but thanks for keeping me updated. They said, so today, early this morning, well, it wasn't early this morning, it was around 12:07. This was when I got the first alert. All residential students can report to their assigned residence hall or the MLK Center until the all clear is given. This was after the Delaware State University alert system sent out a critical message saying, critical, DSU police have given the all clear for the Science Center building to have normal operations resumed. But it never really specified what the threat was. Of course, they're not going to tell, you know, what the threat said. It just says an anonymous email claiming a bomb is on campus at an academic building as a precaution. I'm not sure if that makes people want to get the fuck off campus, but it's just not, it doesn't seem as serious until you get the 4 messages where it says, okay, now all classes have been cleared. They're sending people home. They're sending faculty home. And only essential personnel is allowed on campus. Now, as we've been talking about the last 3 episodes, we have been seeing things like this happen all across America. Certain things like bomb threats, certain things like lynchings, certain things like assaults are happening across America right now. Bringing back to the point, are we seeing some type of resurgence? Is the death of Charlie Kirk still reverberating through society? Tip, what do you think? Do you think these bomb threats are isolated incidents? Are we going to chalk this up to another isolated incident? Or can we really start talking about the coincidences here?
I mean, it's weird. I'm kind of splitting between it, because it does seem a little strange.
It does.
Because it's getting a little more consistent now. At first I'm like, all right, like it happens, like it does, unfortunately, but it does happen. But now it's like kind of back to back within the last 3 weeks, same month.
Just boom, 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 things happening.
Yes, now I'm a little skeptical now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So and we got people still at Delaware State, so you know
that too.
I don't like that.
That too. And like you said, you have people at Towson, you have people, you know, we have people a couple of places. I'm not sure all the different schools that were, you know, kind of targeted or affected by it. But I do know that DSU was one of them. So with that being said, there's something that I want to talk about. Mickey, me and you have had conversations about this for the last couple of days. We have been talking about all of the postings that have been happening all over the blogs, even on official news sites, about the bodies that have been found in the bayous. And these are the Houston bayous, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mickey? There were upward of 7 different bodies found in 7 different locations of the Houston bayous. I want to read an official report on the Houston Bayou bodies. It says here from Click to Houston. which is a reputable news source in Houston, local news source in Houston. It says, here's what we know about those who were found dead in the Houston bayous this year. It says, Houston bayous have been gaining national attention after several bodies were recovered with a span of 10 days in September, bringing the number of bodies found to a total of 15 this year. It says, while many people are trying to piece together why this is a growing problem, Houston police continue to investigate the deaths. But at this time, we have not linked them to foul play. We're hearing this word again, foul play, yet we're not linking foul play to these clear and apparent crimes. Okay. Recent fears of a serial killer prompted the mayor and police chief to publicly address the situation, urging the public that there is currently no evidence of foul play or any connection between the cases. Investigations into deaths remain ongoing. It says KRPC 2 has gathered a list of names from the medical examiner's office of those who are found dead this year in the Houston bayous. Houston Police Chief J. No Diaz confirmed that there have been 15 bodies pulled from the Houston bayous this year. Last year, there were 24 bodies pulled from the bayous. We will continue to update the list with recent names. Now, they have the names listed here of the potential people that were found in the bayous. They have the names and they have the dates of when the bodies were found, and they're all in the span of, within months. You have the first one found in January, the second one March, then you have one in April, one in May, one in June, couple in September, literally a couple in September. It was like one found every other week in September, two on occasion. What the fuck? Let's just be real, Mickey. I want to really hear what you have to say about this. You used to live in Houston. So I don't want to ask, why is this sparking national fear? Why is this sparking national, outrage? I want to ask you, why do you think, again, after we've seen the death of Trey Reed and we've seen them automatically say they don't think that there is any foul play linked to his death, why do you think that the police chief here in Houston now is going out automatically on the limb and saying none of these bodies are linked to each other, when we had 24 found in the year of 2024 and now we have 15 already found in the year of 2025, and we have literally 4 months left? What do you think about that?
I'm immediately annoyed because I think how I feel about the police.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should get into it, but foul play, no foul play. I want to ask you a question. Do you think that they're saying that? Do y'all think that they're saying that to just keep press away from the police department? And that's what I think.
Tip, you answer that. I want you to answer that, Tip.
I feel like it depends. If you really find out how these people are murdered, like say it's a gunshot wound or like someone was chopped up, those are two different types of
you're saying crimes and whatnot.
But they found like a pattern.
Okay.
Nah, then I'm like, all right, hold on.
I feel like they just don't want to do the work.
You feel like they're not even investigating.
Is that ignorant to say what you say, Kobe?
You feel like they're not even investigating if there are links in the crimes. Right.
I just feel like they don't want to do the work. Right. So they immediately come out and be like, oh, no foul play.
Right. I can say, Mickey, I agree. I think that there is kind of a tactic, if you will. We don't want to look bad in the media in any way. We want the police department to always look like they're doing their job to the best of their abilities. And if we say early on there is no links to these crimes, that's not jumping the gun. That's not scary. So they feel. Maybe this is just me playing devil's advocate. Maybe they feel we're not going to jump the gun here. We're not going to give people anything more to be scared of because, for God's sake, they're already finding fucking bodies. We don't need to incite any more of a riot, right? But at what point do we really be transparent with the fucking community? There are 15 bodies found in the bayous. You're not going to sit here and try and make us believe anything like these aren't connected in some way. If 2 of them are connected, that's something that needs to be discussed. If 3 of them are, it's because there has to be a connection. Niggas aren't just finding different ways to dump bodies in bayous. I know for a fact they're not. This isn't 15 different men with 15 different MOs and 15 different killings with the same dumping spot. That's just terrible police work, if that's what y'all are telling me.
Yeah, at that point. They should at least put up a fence. You would think they put up a fence by now. Shit,
Right.
they won't always build walls and shit.
A
Build it off of
fence,
that.
parameters, cameras, something. You found 24 bodies there last year in these different bayous. You don't have any type of patrol set up?
I don't think
At
they'll
that
ever
point.
be, to answer your question about transparency, I don't think there'll ever be transparency because everything is all about a look for the police departments.
Right.
Anywhere. It's always been that way though.
Yeah.
Like they can't look bad for anything. Even when it is something crazy going on. They always have to make themselves look good or look proper
I agree.
for the, you know?
Yeah,
So,
no, I agree. I
I
definitely
don't think there'll ever be transparency. Prayers out to the family.
prayers definitely out to the families. Tip, what do you think we're gonna like? Do you think we're gonna get any updates on this? Do you think we're gonna see some type of a transparent investigation on these bodies?
I will hope they start finding some like convictions, like they start getting people, like, you know what I'm saying, some suspects for these things. If not, it's just gonna look really sus, and then it's gonna seem like nothing's being done at this point. You feel me? Because a lot of these are missing bodies. I would assume these are missing bodies, so these are missing people. I'd hope there be some level of something going on. I need updates. Something.
Yeah.
Give me something. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, speaking of bodies, speaking of getting to the nitty-gritty, speaking of what's in the blogs, there has been one person that has lit the blogs ablaze. I mean, on fire. Bel Khalees has had the fucking blogs on fire. And if you don't know who Bel Khalees is, that is Cardi fucking B. Cardi B, the female rapper, arguably one of the best female rappers of all time, has been in the blogs almost consistently every day. I see you, Mickey.
Hashtag debatable.
They said hashtag debatable
with a capital D.
And we're starting early. They said it is very debatable if Cardi is among the top female rappers, top female MCs. It is very, very debatable because even I would debate it, you know. Tip,
right.
Like you said last week here on the Crazy Talk podcast, we are music savants. We are music listeners, and we don't care of the gender. We just want to know that your music not only has substance, but it has context and it has cadence, it has flow. You have lyrics, and you have beats. That's why we love music, but that's also why we love Nicki Minaj. They said, but I'm not going to start that war just yet because we really do have to dig into the Cardi B of it all. Cardi B has been in a lot of drama, and I'm not talking about the lawsuits that she's been in. I'm not talking about the Tasha K lawsuit. I'm not talking about where she threw her shoe at a journalist when they asked was she pregnant, only for her to go and reveal 2 weeks later that she is in fact pregnant with her fourth child. Now she's married to Offset, but the baby daddy is not Offset. It's Stefon Diggs. I mean, talk about a bomb. Talk about an explosion. You went from the rap game to the football league. And listen, I don't judge, but all I can say is I'm not grown enough to know what it's like when you leave a marriage. I'm not grown enough to know all of that, right? But I do think that you should have some type of couth when you're going about getting a divorce. No, you're getting, especially when you have children. I think you should close one door before you then try and walk into another one, because I don't know many houses out here that are built with two doors back to back. So I'm just gonna start by saying that, Mickey, you are the woman of the night. So we want to know what your opinion is on the whole Cardi B, Offset, Stefon Diggs drama of it all. I mean, we've seen something online every day, damn near. What do you think?
I feel like there's a lot to unpack with that one.
It is.
There's a baby involved, so you know, blessings there.
Yeah.
She is she is married though.
Yeah.
Married and pregnant with someone that is pregnant by someone that is not her husband. And as a Christian woman, I have my opinions and my thoughts about that.
Right. And those are
just
they said because you do
get the
have a
divorce,
Christian
right?
man over here to my right. Tip is a Christian man, a God-fearing man. So
that indeed.
I definitely would love to hear your thoughts on her considerably having marriage out of wedlock while she's in wedlock. Is
the Bible says not to judge.
true, it does.
Heavy on that.
So I'm not gonna judge. I mean, she also might not be a Christian woman. I mean, who knows? I don't know. But
Absolutely.
he does say to, do what you do, but maybe like divorce first.
Yeah, right. Divorce. They said divorce first. Hashtag divorce first. Hashtag divorce first. Tip, what do you think? The offset of it all, the Stefon Diggs of it all. What is your take?
I mean, I look at it like, kind of what Mickey touched on. Like, I ain't really here to judge nobody, especially when it comes to family and stuff like that. I know what I would do, but I'm not going to project my ideology on somebody else. With that being said,
I will.
If I'm offset, I'm hurt. If I'm offset, I'm hurt. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Right?
I'm hurt.
Right?
I'm a tender nigga, bro. So I already know that.
I've married you. Like I would be hurt. I could only imagine how hurt he could be. But and I see your face, Mickey. Some would say he destroyed his own marriage. He did it first. That doesn't take away his hurt.
No, yeah. I think he is hurt though.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's obvious.
Do you think he's hurt or do you think he's bitter?
Both.
Yeah, both for sure. Okay. You can't tell me you're not hurt.
Right.
I'm hurt.
Yeah. If I lost Cardi, I'd be hurt.
I don't know about all that. Never mind. No, but yeah, I think he is hurt, and I think that hurt and bitter, and I think that it's showing. Yeah. It's showing in the music. It's showing on X. Yeah.
Showing.
It's all over the internet.
And so that kind of, like you said, is showing on X. Do you think Cardi B is like lashing out because she did just drop an album? We haven't determined yet if the album flopped in the terms of numbers, but public discourse is saying that it is indeed a flop. A lot of people are saying that this album didn't live up to the hype. This is Cardi B's highly anticipated sophomore album. She hasn't dropped the album since Invasion of Privacy. She's dropped a couple of mixtapes, but since Invasion of Privacy, her debut album, we have had not a damn album. So this is really highly anticipated. It's almost like the female version of Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby has, I believe, one real true album, which is My Turn. And when we were waiting, we finally got Wham. No, we finally got what was that one shit with it had, what's the name on there? It had a couple of songs on there. But it was fucking terrible. And then we got Wham, which was a damn shame. They said so Cardi B, in a sense, really had a lot to live up to, a lot of people would say. There are a few standout songs on there, but Mickey, I want to get your opinion. What did you think of the album? What did you rate it 1 through 10? And then we're going to get into kind of the disses that were in almost every damn song.
Well, Kobe already know my opinion. Cardi cannot rap. She can't rap. It's very much ABC 1, 2, 3.
Right.
The beats, fire beats. I could probably, like, on a drunk night in the club,
right, bop to it.
Then, right, because of the beats. So shout out to the producers, and writers.
Oh,
because I'm sure there was some of them.
The writers.
What do I rate it? 1 through 10?
They said legal note, because we do know Cardi B has no problem suing podcasters. They said, so we're going to take a legal note on Cardi B, okay? They said until we definitely have to start taking legal notes after last week. They said we name dropped a lot of people. They said so. And if you didn't watch the episode, go watch the episode. But back to you,
that's
Oh my
definitely one.
god.
back to you, Mickey. Yeah. So
What do I rate it? 1 through 10?
yeah,
That's hard.
hard.
Can we do 1 through 5?
1 through 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do 1 through 5. They said because they couldn't
Okay.
crack a
5
5.
being like the best album I ever heard in my entire life,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 being like,
The
please
worst.
don't even play it around me.
Okay. I mean, you could do 0.
Okay, 0 being please don't even play it around
Okay.
me. 0.5? No, I'm kidding.
Jay said blue.
No, I'm
Blue.
kidding. Because there were writers, because the beats are good, because of the features. Round of applause for the features. I feel like the features saved the album.
Okay.
I would give it a 0.5. And they're like, come on with the sword. 3?
3. Okay. That's
like a 60.
yeah. That's
That's
a miss. It's a flop,
65.
but it's not a
That's
total
passing.
flop. Yeah, it's passing. Okay, that's real, Mickey. That's real.
I
That's
feel
real.
like she has a good enough fan base for it to pass.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like her fan base is gonna shine, whether it's ass or not.
Right.
Her fan base clearly doesn't care about
Good music.
good music.
Okay. They said,
So-
Tip, what do you think about Cardi's album? I'm sure you caught a couple clips of a couple songs. What did you like the old school?
I'm not gonna sit and say I listened. I ain't listened to the whole album. I'm gonna keep it a being. I didn't listen to the whole thing.
Right.
But I did the songs that she was dissing. I ain't gonna lie, I did listen to those. I mean, it's not my type of style, so I can't really. I don't want to put like a formal opinion on it. But from the disses I heard, I was low key messing with it. Not saying I'm adding it to my playlist, but I can't. I'm like, all right. But if I had to give like a grade from what I heard, mind you, I didn't listen to the whole album, so it's not a complete judge of it.
Right.
From what I heard, I give it like I'll probably go 6 out of 10. I gotta give it a full listen and really give an analysis, but I'll give it like a 6.
Yeah, so I didn't.
Like,
I didn't give a full
6,
listen
7.
either, but from what I did hear, I definitely did hear some of the disses. I heard Magnet. I would give her a 6. I'd give her a 5.
Yeah.
But she's not cracking an 8 territory for me. They said this just was not probably what we were looking for. We are probably a little more interested in the minutia of what you were saying, and that means we were probably more interested in the disses. And maybe had you kind of leaned into it a little more. I mean, let me be honest. People are talking about the album, but they're not talking about how good the music is, right? They're talking about what she's saying. They're talking about the beefs that are coming from the music, what's surrounding the music. You feel me? So that's kind of what we're going to talk about, the JT and Bia of it all. We've seen the whole Bia diss track go completely viral as soon as she dropped. I'm not really privy on the issue between her and Bia. I don't know what really happened there. Mickey, do you know?
I don't really know who started with who. I don't remember who started with who, but I do remember Bia dissing her in a song.
Okay. Oh, so Bia dissed her.
And she said something along the lines, Cardi's kids' names are Culture and Wave. And she said something along the lines of, you something culture, you ride the wave. Like I'll play on words type of thing.
That's
using the word culture and wave, not in the sense of her children, but you know, metaphorically, like a real rapper, real rapper would do. Yeah. And so Cardi obviously took that and ran with it. It was like, you're talking about my kids and don't speak on my kids and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. Well, then
that's understandable.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But do y'all think like she used it metaphorically? So was she really talking about her kids?
Right. Like, as fans do, like as music listeners, what do we think? Okay, so
yeah,
that if they were 2 men, I'm just gonna be completely honest. If those were 2 male rappers, I think that would have probably been one of the hardest bars to say in a rap, in like in a beef, like using necessarily the kids, but not the kids, and having it in a way for it to metaphorically land in a bar. Hats off to Bia, you know, like hats off to Bia,
Yeah.
truly. But when it comes to, if we're thinking from the real personal standpoint of it, like a fucking human, then don't bring my kids up in any kind of way. So I could see
Yeah.
why she would go for Bia. I'm hoping that they are keeping this kind of like a fun sport thing and going back and forth and going to keep it in the music, because if so, then it might lead to another great rap battle for females. Do I think that Bia was purposefully using the kids? Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, but she used it well. Sorry, can
I
I
would
say that?
agree that too. Yeah, she definitely used it well. Um, they said, which brings me to the JT of it all. I mean, she had her words with Bia in the music. Bia had her, I guess, her diss, and then Cardi came with hers. But when it came to JT, there was a diss bar in one of Cardi's songs on the album to JT that was seemingly directed at JT. Fans kind of speculated it was about JT. JT then went on X and said, actually, I'm going to pull it up because I want to get everything as we do here on the Crazy Talk podcast. I want it to be verbatim and from the horse's mouth, right? So when this all started from Cardi B's album, I believe one second, what was the initial bar that set JT off? Because Cardi hasn't yet said anything to JT via X or via social media, if I'm not mistaken. JT today earlier,
Yes.
she did. She has.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was talking about Uzi and his purses and shit.
Okay, I did see that. Okay, I did see that. I did see that. She definitely did
No,
respond.
but they're like going at it. They're probably going at it right now. Like they've been going at it all
Yeah, I
Yeah.
day.
seen her sister and JT going at it earlier today. They said, but yeah, okay. So something was said along the lines of about Uzi, basically taking a shot at Uzi, taking a shot at JT. JT then fired back with, "You're pregnant by a gay man," saying all of these things about Stefon Diggs and about the kind of the allegations surrounding Stefon Diggs right now. If you don't know, we'll probably cover that soon once everything kind of rolls out officially. But yeah, JT went there. JT was just going there, said she was passed around, saying she's industry pussy. She said a lot of things about Cardi. Do I think the punishment fit the crime? I think JT went in. I don't think that, like I said, Bia went on the track, said what she had to say. Cardi came, went on the track, said what she had to say. I feel like JT is well equipped to go ahead and not even say anything on social media. Go ahead and write something and drop a diss. I feel like JT is well equipped enough to do that instead of doing the whole social media rant. That's just my opinion. Mickey, I want to ask you, because you are well versed in kind of the beef between JT and Cardi. Where do you think this started?
Uh, actually, I don't. I don't know where it started.
Was it with the
I
whole
really
Nicki
don't
feature?
know.
Yeah, neither do I.
I really don't. I have no idea. Now that you asked that, I really have no idea where
Where
it
it started?
started.
Okay,
Um, obviously, I do know that JC is a fan of Nicki's.
right. Because at one point in
So,
time, the City Girls and Cardi B were doing like hella features, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, but that was when JC was locked up.
Oh, it was.
that's
That's
true.
true.
That was act
And
up,
then
right?
Yeah.
Carisha, right?
Yeah,
Carisha
I
was
seen that
like
music
doing her
video.
own thing, carrying on the City Girls. JT has always been a Nicki fan, though.
True. True.
Ah,
Okay,
But
I can see that.
there was one point in time where JT did say something about Nicki, right? Along the lines of her not fucking with Nicki, and that kind of had them at odds for a while. And then it kind of got to
They
a point
hashed that
where,
out, I think.
yeah, it got to a point where Cardi and the City Girls weren't really like rocking the same. And then she went and got a Nicki feature, and I think that's because Cardi B's sister said earlier, after she got the feature is when JT started kind of acting odd. When Cardi was kind of running down all of the things that she had knew about JT, this was kind of because I did see there were screenshots and alleged videos of JT and having conversations with kind of side pieces of Lil Uzi. And this is what Cardi B was exposing. She was exposing the conversations between JT and kind of these supposed women. Some conversations between her and JT where JT was kind of dishing on everything that was happening between her and Lil Uzi, and then just things that I guess JT would say about other people in the industry. So I'm really, like you said, Mickey, I'm not really sure where this started. Could it be the Nicki feature? Could it be a organic fallout of a friendship? Or could it be all of those things like goddamn wrapped up into one, right?
I really don't know, and your viewers is gonna be mad because
They said
Bring it to
they
Bob. We're
said
do our research.
if
That's
y'all know,
research
yeah,
on-
no, for real, like if
the
y'all
do
know
research.
the exact reason why why JT and Cardi are beefing right now, like let us know. But all we can
Somebody
do,
probably itching to say it.
I know, right? They said, but all I do know is that they are beefing because right now, because of the diss track that was dropped on Cardi's album. Right now, currently, Cardi, like I said, Cardi B's sister Hennessy is going back and forth with JT. JT literally said, "Your sister has been starting since Kim Barbie was breaking down those weak ass bars to Players Prayer, ho. Nobody jealous but your sister who promoted Rick in several songs because I put it on my ass. Delusional ass bitch." And she responded that onto a tweet that Hennessy did where it says, "Hating jealous ass hoes. Hating jealous ass bitches." That's what she said. JT then came back, clapped back with, "Just like a Spanish girl. To think a black girl is jealous. Bitch, your sister gives baby fat jacket in the summer."
Who said that?
She said this. JT said this.
Oh,
She
shit.
says your sister gives
Oh my
baby
God.
fat jacket in the summertime to hide a pregnancy in Teen Jordans. They said jealous. Nah. Who? Hennessy came back
JT
and
going
said,
hard. I wish she get in the booth.
I know, right? Hennessy came
Yeah,
back and
let's get
said,
some money out of these beats, bro. Like, do what the
Or
men be
make it
doing, right?
interesting.
Men
I
don't
know,
go hop
right?
on Twitter and start going back and forth. They get in the studio, drop some shit.
And they about to
Shots-
delete these tweets in a couple hours.
definitely about to delete these tweets, but they
go to
aren't
the
going
stew.
anywhere because once it's out there, it's out there. And we will forever be reading about it because as much as you try and take it back, once you put it on that Twitter, there for good. It's there for
stuck.
good.
Mark just says Nicki deleted all her tweets and then came back and was like, "Did somebody hack my Twitter?"
I'm cracking up. They said Hennessy came back and said, "Damn, you watching the whole family? Cause what about this tweet made you feel hit? Question mark. Bitch has been paying you dust, you fucking weirdo. I bet you do got a diss. That's why you've been picking at my sister for 2 years, dying for this moment." Hennessy says, "It's your 4th time bringing up race. Here you go trying to race bait. What is your obsession with race? Blue? You the same girl that got up here saying you don't like dark-skinned women and calling them crispy.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay. Now you race baiting so you can get those same women on your side. I'm starting to think it's something you need to tell us. Is it because your man messing with a Dominican artist? Question mark. That don't have nothing to do with me. Exclamation mark.
Uzi.
JT
Tired.
JT came back to end it off with, "Ho, shut up and ask your sister why she started this whole thing calling me a lapdog over a damn feature and congratulating another artist on their first top 10. Jealous, entitled, fucked out asshole." Ow! They said, "Okay, we are getting into the nitty gritty, and this is no longer about the music." They said, like we kind of speculated there, guys. This does have something to do with the Nicki feature. This does have something to do with the history of their friendship. What exactly? We're not getting to. We're just getting insults, hurled back and forth. And this isn't even from Cardi. This is Cardi's sister, who's kind of holding her own, if you ask me. She was giving it to JT. JT was giving it back. She got a couple of zings in there. But for the most part, I think Hennessy held her own. Now, the Cardi B versus Nicki got kicked up today as well, I believe. I believe it was earlier today that the Cardi B and Nicki got kicked up. As we all know, Cardi B dropped her album shortly while all of the engagement was going on with Cardi's album. Nicki silently put a tweet out with eye emojis, and then it followed a date. I believe it's March 26th, and said album coming soon, I believe is the tagline she put after the tweet. Mickey, you are a Nicki fan. They said I am a Nicki fan. I'm sure Tip would agree that Nicki is one of the top female MCs, if not debatable, #debatable, the best female rapper or MC that we've known. I think when you speak for the guys, I think, Tip, we can say if there is any female rapper that we're gonna listen to and actually listen to her verse and hear what she's saying, it's probably gonna be Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I thought Nicki and Lauryn Hill up in there.
Yeah, Nicki and Lauryn, yeah. So, Mickey, I want you to kind of take it away. What is the crux of the beef between Nicki and Cardi?
Again, they probably gonna be mad.
They said, well, they're not gonna be mad because I do know a little bit.
So long ago, it really was so long ago.
No, I do know a lot of the history. I know that this kind of starts around motorsport. With that whole,
it starts around motorsport.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm reminded.
Right.
Okay. They were all gonna be on the song together. The Migos, Cardi. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see me?
Say it again.
She's sideways.
Oh.
Why?
Did you pick up your phone? I'm cracking it up.
No. I didn't do anything.
I'm cracking.
How do I fix it?
Just try and pick it up and then turn off your landscape and turn it back on. There you go.
All right, perfect. We got.
Perfect.
Back and rolling. Go ahead.
We're back.
Okay.
Continue.
They were all supposed to be on a song together. Cardi, correct me if I'm wrong. Cardi, Nicki, and the Migos. And Nicki came out with her fire verse, said a few things. Cardi didn't like it, what she said.
Mm-hmm. And they made her redo it, right?
Then she accused her of changing her verse.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
Something along those lines, but I do remember the exact lyrics that Cardi did not like.
Which was?
And it was like, no, it wasn't that. She said if Cardi the QB,
I'm Nick Lombardi.
Okay,
yeah.
And Cardi took offense to that. Cardi was like, you're trying to sun me, blah, blah, blah. But if you know Nicki, first of all, if you know Nicki and if you know rap, that was a bar. A fire one.
Right. Yeah, no, it was in my opinion,
if Cardi is
I've
the
always thought it was
QB,
fire.
the quarterback, the best player, the MVP on the football team, I'm Nick Lombardi.
The coach.
That's the coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the coach.
The trophy.
Yes. Trophy. You're just now coming into the game. She's the coach. And you're the QB. She didn't have to say that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
She could have said you was a wide receiver. She said the QB. So whatever. But Cardi took offense to that. She was like, you're trying to send me, da da da. And Nicki even came out and was like, I wasn't trying to send you, I'm trying to give you your props.
Right.
I'm trying to big you up.
And this was
you're literally just coming into this
2016,
game.
right?
Yes. When she was literally just coming into the game.
Yeah.
She was just getting popping.
So it says here, the history of the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B feud centers on a rivalry for the Queen of Rap title, beginning with the Motorsport collaboration in 2017. And escalating at a 2018 New York Fashion Week party where Cardi B allegedly attempted to attack Nicki Minaj. Their conflict involves alleged diss tracks, social media interactions, and perceived sites with fan bases, further fueling the ongoing animosity. Okay. Do we think that Nicki is purposefully dropping or purposefully teasing an album to kind of get some engagement off of Cardi's album? I think we kind of see all of the petty kind of things happen between female rappers all the time. I'm not sure if this is like one of those things. I think that she is do I think she's purposefully putting her album date out there? Yes. But do I think she's looking to kick up the beef between her and Cardi? No, because I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, there were much disses or references to Nicki Minaj. I think Cardi kind of took this album to take her shots at kind of the other girls or
Everybody,
surrounding.
yeah. Spread. It was a
Not
spread.
right, not just Nicki. So what do y'all kind of think this is? Because like we said before, I think we even touched on the Cardi B taking shots at Lotto as well. What do y'all think about that? Is Cardi just spraying rounds, or is Cardi really honing in the craft? Have we, like I said earlier, this is her sophomore album. This is only her second album. It's been highly anticipated. Is she dishing on everything in this album just to kind of get it all out there and to really, kind of make her stake in the game, or is this just all bullshit for shock?
I feel like she definitely probably thinks that this is her best work.
Right.
But I don't think the world thinks that.
Yeah. What you think too?
I mean, Cardi B had her moment where she wants to separate herself from all the other women. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that, like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick type of deal where, like, women are trying to separate themselves. Like, we trying to, like, show who's really top dog. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? I just wish it was more rap than Twitter, me personally. But I think it was kind of like a set line. All right, Cardi gonna drop her album. All right, Nicki gonna drop her album. I don't know if them other girls gonna want to drop their album too after them two, but I would love to see it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just good for the sport. I just hope they keep it in the sport. You feel me?
Definitely more for the sport. Definitely hope that they keep it in the sport, because like we all can agree, we all can agree on, is we love the sport of music. We love the sport of rap. It is a part of our culture, right? And we like to see a competitiveness within it. We love to see that, but keep it competitive. Don't do the personal, bullshit online. We don't want to hear about the personal friendships and how the friendship ordeal is fucked up. Put it in the music, and like Monique said, Leonard, keep it on the say their names or keep it on the playground, and keep it on the fucking playground tonight. And speaking of playground, speaking of lottos, speaking of hitting lottos, we have to talk about Lotto and 21 Savage not officially claiming each other. What is going on? I mean, for years now, I feel like it's been years, right? Everyone has speculated whether Lotto and 21 Savage are together. We've seen tattoos, alleged tattoos. We've seen alleged sightings. We've seen alleged backgrounds that matched. We've seen a lot of things that could connect the dots that these two are together and have been together for some time. But we have almost an official declaration of takenness, if you will, between the two of them. I believe it was earlier this week or late last week that this was posted to the Shade Room. Tip, what do you think about this? I think me and you both knew this, so it's not like a shocker. But why do you think now is the time where they are going public with it?
I think it's about that time because albums need to be dropped and things got to get pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
so you think we're going to get a 21 Savage album or a Lotto album or maybe a collab?
I'm saying, I like that, Cole. I think we need to see. So I think we need a little stir the pot. I need to hear more music for the women. I feel like the men been dropping the most albums over the past year or so. So I want to hear some more from the women. You know what I'm saying? Like we got some dogs out there. You know what I'm saying? So I need to see them bite.
Definitely got some dogs. And Mickey, what do you think about the whole Lotto, 21 Savage claiming each other? What do you think about this? As a private person,
did she confirm?
What do you think about this? Did she confirm? I feel like I would say she confirmed it. I feel like when she said, what did she say? She said something along the lines of like,
she said was Miami.
Yeah.
Well, so the reporter said like, oh, how's 21 Savage or somebody, or like, oh, is it 21 Savage? She's like, yeah, my husband. Yeah. So I don't know if she heard the reporter or she was just saying it or what the ordeal was, but it definitely seemed like, you know what I'm saying, she heard it.
The reporter asked I saw the video, and I saw the reporters say, well, I heard the reporters say, do you get tired of people asking you about 21 Savage?
Okay.
And she was like, no. I mean. I guess that's
Yeah,
because she didn't respond and say no. She said no.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess. I mean, okay. We already knew.
Yeah.
It's been years. We already know.
They said we've already known this, so it is not really.
We knew when we saw the tattoo.
Yeah,
to keep hiding it after that was a little insane.
It definitely was. Definitely not a little. It was clearly insane because are we
Very
really
much.
doing this? You're going to tell us
Like
this
we
is-
saw it.
Yeah, right. You're going to tell us like what we did not see. Yeah.
Exactly, and it's not like it said Savage or 21. It said that man's first name that I can't even pronounce.
Yeah, they said no for real. It's definitely
And no one has that name but him.
What is it? Shaya? Something definitely
Shabuya.
They said definitely.
Sure.
We know that's him. That's and like she said, that's her man. That's her man. That's her man. But speaking of surprises, and I don't even think this one is a surprise either. Just like Lotto and 21 wasn't a surprise. Kai Cenat hits 1 million subs on Mafia-thon 3. I mean, come on, Kai. You taking all the glory, Kai. They said you have completely created a lane. And not created a lane, but you have taken this lane and driven it to a different height, to a different atmosphere, where now this is like a career path for people. People want to be a streamer. People want to be like Kai Cenat now. And so hitting 1 million subs is fucking amazing to see. Everything that y'all have been doing on you said what's it?
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah, like
that's a lot of money.
A lot of bread. They said definitely is a lot of bread. Like he's already making bread, but definitely, I mean, from the cribs
like,
to the activities, we see it. They said, and you really have been doing your thing. You've seen Streamer University 2025 was one of the biggest success in kind of the streamer community ever. Like ever. It brought all of these different streamers together, right? Like it was just crazy, a whirlwind. It was crazy. They said, and he just announced on Mafia-thon 3 that he will be running it back, and Streamer University 2026 is coming. What do we think about Streamer University 2026? Are we going to see kind of the same makeup and the same kind of format? Are we going to see something different? Are we going to see real professors who really know the game and are willing to sit and go through curriculum of how to become a good streamer and shit like that? Or are we going to see kind of just a copycat of last time and, you know, just kind of a militia of big and small streamers kind of banding and living together and, you know, for entertainment purposes? What do y'all think we're going to see? I'll start with you, Tip.
I mean, I kind of support like having the big streamers on there. That way they can have like the little viral moments of having their face in there. So that I do fuck with on that aspect. But also, you know, like I like the idea of it. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gives opportunities to small creators. Like that one girl, I know she kind of like took off a little bit. I think her name is Yana. I don't know if you know who that is in the streamer community, but she kind of hit off the streamer university. So I mean, I want to see, you know, small people do well, and I had a couple people from my town who actually were able to make it there too. So you know, I definitely fuck with that. So yeah, I mean,
that's what's up. That's what's up for real. Mickey, what do you think? Do you think we're going to see a carbon copy of Streamer University 2025, or are we going to see maybe something more historic than Streamer University already is?
I think because it's Kai, it's going to be bigger and better.
Right. Because that seems to be
bigger,
his
better.
yeah.
Production wise, of course, you already know how he get down when it comes to that. But I can't even say what I feel like it's gonna be, because I feel like his brain, creative wise, is insane.
Right.
I never would have thought this Mafia. I never would have even thought Streamer University.
Yeah.
But even like with this Mafia-thon, this being the third one, the production was crazy. Like I would have never even thought about that. So I feel like it's very unpredictable. You don't know. Just
very unpredictable. And speaking of unpredictability, I think, Tip, we should go ahead and throw our names in the hat for Streamer University 2026. They said yes, all those. They said because this might, folks, you might just be looking at the permanent panel for the Crazy Talk podcast. Y'all have been asking for some femininity, and we have it. They said we have femininity. They said we
That
have.
was going to be my next question.
Oh, what was your next question?
My next question was going to be, are you going to put your name in?
They said, "Oh, am I going to put my name in it? I might. I might. I don't know. I might." They said, I've been putting my name in a lot of hats. Oh,
You sure have.
They said, so I don't know. I might. You might see me on Streaming University. You might see me on NBC. You might see me somewhere. You never know where you might see me. They said, but one last topic before we close out this amazing episode. We see all of the good, positive shit that Kai Cenat is doing. And with positive, good shit, always comes a little bit of bullshit. Always comes a little bit of drama. What do we think of the whole little TJ of it all? Is this a clout chasing situation, or are we seeing something that has kind of been scoped from the beginning of Gigi and Kai Cenat's relationship? As if you don't know, Lil TJ basically alleged that Kai Cenat should check his girlfriend's phone because she might be cheating with Lil TJ. Lil TJ also said the reason he hates Kai Cenat, verbatim, he said hates Kai Cenat, is because Kai Cenat does little shit and then like hides his hand. He fucks with Lil TJ's hot ops heavy, and for that reason TJ hates Kai Cenat and all that he does. So I want to get y'all opinion. Mickey, I'll start with you. What do you like? Because we all seen the whole kind of public discourse that happened between streamer Plaqueboy Max and rapper 5 Foreign earlier this year, where it kind of gave 5 Foreign a lot of press. Do we think that Lil TJ is copying kind of that beef? He sees that streaming is the new hot commodity, and who better to target than the top dog of streaming, Kai Cenat? Do we think that's what's going on? Mickey, take it away.
I do. It definitely gives clout chasing. I mean, when was the last time you heard Lil TJ?
When he got shot.
I don't even think I heard about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, to just randomly get on Instagram Live and just start talking your shit, like I don't know. I hope Kai doesn't respond because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I hope Kai doesn't respond, and Kai has not yet responded. Kai allegedly banned Lil TJ's name in his chat, so we haven't even really been able to get a reaction out of Kai yet. Tip, I want to hear what you have to say. Oh, go ahead, Mickey.
This is kind of like off topic though.
Go ahead.
just a little. Have y'all been seeing what they have been spamming in Kai's chat?
No.
What's that?
Now that he cut his hair?
No, what did he say?
Oh, did he?
I've always thought Kai Cenat looked like Diddy. Like I've always thought that.
That's always been a thing. Yeah.
I never even peeked until today. I was like, damn, they do kind of look like.
Yeah.
Yikes. But okay.
Like I've always thought like if they have a biopic of Diddy, it should either be Kai Cenat or Diddy's son.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like he uncannily looks like Diddy. But Tip, I want to get your opinion on the whole Lil TJ of it all. Like, do you think this is a 5
like,
situation?
You feel me? Like Kai's a civilian. Like he's not a street nigga. Right. He's a streamer, bro. Like he's in the crib,
a streamer,
screen,
as 5 Foreign called.
Like why are you even bringing him into that? Like if you fuck with your ops, you think he on the block shooting your mans? Like no, like the dude's in the crib doing his own thing. Like it's New York, bro. Yeah. Like y'all really should be sticking together on some shit. But like niggas just want to beef. That's the problem with the Northeast right now. Like everybody want to beef. So it's like, bro, like come on, bro. Like it's bigger shit going on in the world.
Fish to fry, for sure.
Beefing with a streamer, bro.
Yeah. And it doesn't give you cool points. Like I don't know if he thinks it is.
You don't get any cool points. Kai's a 5'4" streamer. Cool out.
Like you look very lame. Yeah, I agree.
5'4" is crazy.
5'4" is crazy.
Shit, I'm sure too, bro. They ain't no shot at it.
5'4" definitely is crazy. But guys, I like this. This was fun. This was a nice episode of a lot of fucking mess. And if you know me, you know I like a little bit of mess. I
don't do mess. So for Kobe to bring me up here talking about mess,
I know, right? You did mess, but you did it for me. I love that. You did the mess, but you did it for me. But you might be doing it permanently.
Because I know.
They said, there's always next week. And next week, you only get better. You only get more and it only gets better from here. And like I said, this might just be the permanent panel for the Crazy Talk podcast, because like me and Tip officially said last week, he's going to be coming back. I mean, he's going to be doing this. Like this is what we're doing, right? And now if we can get Mickey to sign on and come with us and talk about everything that goes on in this crazy world, that might just take the Crazy Talk podcast to the next level. With that being said, they said send out them contracts. Send out them contracts. They said they will be sent. Check your mail. They said, but with that being said, crazy gang, stay crazy. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe, and it don't take nothing to comment. It don't take nothing to subscribe. It don't cost you no fucking money. Subscribe, comment, and like. Shit. But with that being said, love y'all, stay crazy, and this was another great episode of the Crazy Talk podcast. See ya.